Okay, so forgive this slightly rushed video. I was out walking today, and there were a couple of guys I saw at the end of my little walk as I was coming back down this local road, a big boulevard type road we got. Now, I saw a guy when I was driving with my daughter recently, and that guy was standing at the side of the road on the pavement, on the sidewalk, and he was looking at this big house. And he had in front of him a device of some sort. It was in a wallet or something. I don't know what he's looking at. It took me a minute to realise what he was doing. He's harvesting Wi-Fi information. He goes to one house, then the next, and he's taking each and every person's Wi-Fi information. As I was walking down today, I saw two guys, and they're doing the same thing. Now, one of them's standing there. They both have rucksacks on, and one of them's got a wad of leaflets in his hand, right? He's literally got a wad of leaflets. You know, he's big, thick wad of leaflets. They didn't put any leaflets in any houses, though. So that wad of leaflets is a cover. And the other guy, he's got a wad of leaflets inside a plastic bag, clear plastic bag, because he needs to see through it, to the device that he's got sat on top. Cheeky bastards. Now, I'll bet you there's an argument that there's nothing illegal about it. However, I just say this. You're not standing there in your house with an open window shouting out, let's say, the McTavish family. You're not standing there shouting out, McTavish family Wi-Fi, right? You're not doing that. Most people's Wi-Fi does reach the pavement, barely, depending on how big a garden you've got at the front. But that's enough for these guys to have their tablet or their iPad or their iPhone or whatever it is, and they can see what Wi-Fi comes up. They just go to settings and say, you know, other, and they look for the Wi-Fi signals that come up. And it's quite likely, quite a lot of people put their name in their Wi-Fi settings. And quite a lot of people don't change the Wi-Fi settings from standard. So the password is 5678 or, you know, 999 or whatever the heck the password is. So there's a lot of things wrong. The other thing is their device is, you know, their phone or whatever it is they're using, is basically, because you're not standing there shouting McTavish family's Wi-Fi, they have to have a device to read that. Now that's basically a decoder. They've got a decoding device, data from your property, or to your property if you've got a device outside or a car that's connected or anything. Data is being sent, but they have to have a decoder, i.e. an iPhone, iPad, Android tablet, whatever. They have to have some device to decode it. Now that's where I think they fall foul of the law, probably. But this is Wi-Fi harvesting. They're going around, they'll be doing a lot of areas. There's also another aspect to it, which I don't want to make too much of, but this is a fact. The people I've seen walk around are of a certain kind of background and culture, and they're walking around an area that's mainly white. Now maybe they go around these other areas and they're recording stuff from those areas too. Maybe it's equally as wrong if they're doing that. But there's something more wrong if they're specifically selecting an area that people are of a certain background and it's a different background. That would be a little bit iffy as well. Now, who would do this? Well, I'm making a wild guess. Anybody enterprising enough who through the day has caused to visit houses or has realised while visiting houses doing other things that they can pick up the Wi-Fi signal and they can find details, and they're making a database. Now they'll then sell this on, but you need to be able to do it on a national scale, so you need a network of, well, I don't know, groups of people who do the same thing but in different areas. So let's say restaurants, let's say taxi cab firms, and you need these people to have a good solid network so they talk to each other a lot. So let's call it religion. Right, so my point is, it's a bit naughty from the point of view of nobody's given them permission. They've got a decoder, this thing, You're not shouting the data. You haven't painted it in English on a stick in front of your house. This is them decoding the data that is beamed out from your house. And then they're going to stick it in a database somewhere, and somebody's going to make use of that. And I'll tell you one thing for certain. Some people haven't put passwords on their system, and a little open padlock will show up. I found one of my neighbours had that, because I was looking to see whose signal was interfering with something in my house. I went around and I found a very strong signal, but also found some others. And I noticed this neighbour, theirs had an open padlock. I went and mentioned it to them, and the first thing they said to me, which is what I expected, was this: "Did you try and log in?" I said, "No." I said, "Because that'd be a bit naughty." However, I said, "Someone will." And they said, "Oh, okay." They said, "They can't because we've got something on." I said, "That's cool. I'm just letting you know." All right. Now, what it was interfering with was we didn't have Wi-Fi at the time. And we had a TV booster that sent the TV signal to another room. And Wi-Fi is on the same frequency but different kind of data, so it completely obliterated our TV signal. So I just had to do everything else, doesn't get a Wi-Fi after that. Anyway, so on a few levels, it's pretty wrong. They're just hoping to get it done, I think, before anyone notices, or it gets to Ofcom, or anyone realises what's happening, or whatever. But they'll go around with a cover. They'll have these leaflets as a cover. It is naughty, and they are decoding data coming from your house. And some people will not have a Wi-Fi password, or they will have one that's the standard one that comes with that stuff, which is easy enough to find online. Okay. So there's something wrong with it. Thanks for watching.